EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Houston Texans and the New York Jets on Thursday night primetime.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from East Rutherford. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the four-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, these Jets fans, they've been waiting for this moment. They only got 4 snaps of Aaron Rodgers a season ago before, unfortunately, that Achilles snapped. He's put himself in tremendous shape. He worked to almost get back last season, and that arm and that release, Kate, it is still one of the most dynamic in the game.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Short pass caught by his tight end. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Now Rodgers on 3rd and short. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted 2nd in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Pass caught by take Dell. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Stroud throwing here on first. Cut by Diggs. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Houston first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. On the option, here's Mixon. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Mixon on the toss. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Quincy Williams making the tackle. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing third and long.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Cut near the goal line. And he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Mixon will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. One down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
So now, here's third and goal. Keeping it with Mixon. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion, and now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on fourth and goal.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To the air here on first down, Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Into the hands of Conklin. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Rodgers here from the gun. Caught by Lazard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Running it after the penalty. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Taken down by Fuller Run Show Fanakasi. They only get 1, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Here's Hall once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Rodgers out of the gun on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down, and Greg Zuerlein headed out. This 42 yards from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Sims now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On play action, here's Stroud. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the gun, Stroud. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Stroud now. Connection made to Dell. And they get this down to the 28.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. to the air. Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On the ground again with Mixon. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Ashton Davis there on the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They send a tight end in motion. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up.
Delay of game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
So now from a bit further back, here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Stroud. Has it in close.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Running for it, Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets working here. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That's completed right side. And he'll move the chains on that play.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Hall has the New York touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Damian Pierce now to return it. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Looking to throw, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
From the 38. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween night. We've had some tricks and treats so far in this one. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going and You got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Stroud to throw again on second. Gets this to Woods. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. The Jets out to begin another drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Rodgers throwing again here on 2nd down. Corley reels it in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hall running between the tackles. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to Adams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to a fan favorite. It's Thomas Morstead to punt it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Mixon out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Stroud now on third. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
The Texans set to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Winford 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action, Rodgers. This will be caught by Adams. Free inside the 30. Touchdown, New York! The Jets need only one to take the lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Sims now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. A give left side, here's Mixon. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. To the air, Stroud. Chased out to his right, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Stroud. Down with the ground. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential 1st down.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Has another lane. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the shotgun, Rodgers. The back's got it. And in, touchdown, New York. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Pierce now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Searches from the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw. Stroud. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Running left is Mixon. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Stroud from the pistol. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Third down, Mixon gets it. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Stroud throwing here on first. Escapes the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. 16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, Stroud. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Ooh, but we've got a flag on the play.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Texans facing a big play as they go for 2. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they try to power right forward, but only a couple of yards there. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Hall once more. Blast through midfield. And he works this down to the 41. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. First and 10 from the 41. They go right back to Hall. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hall. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. This will be a nice win for the Jets, who draw closer to it as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the win goes to the Jets. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the 2nd half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Okay, let's make some